Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Threads one in, and this is Gerrard. Oh, and a chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Gerrard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rodri. And Hakimi. Cruyff. Some good work on the right flank here. Hakimi bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it through? Araujo gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Villa. Schneider tries to play it through. Now it's McAllister. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Georgia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's being shifted off it. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looking to play him in. Shot goal! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Kubo providing an outlet. Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Villa is offering a wry smile there.
Rodri. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Tries to pass it through. Conte. Zanetti makes a dash for it. Schneider in acres of space out wide. Araujo gets it away. Chips it through. Kvaratskhelia is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
In with the challenge. Kubo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's cut it out. McAllister. Schneider. He's picked his way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk with a fine tackle. Galatasaray with the corner, they're first. There's the header! Not a bad try by any means. And they're quick to get it back. Bernardo Silva. And it's Cruyff. Hakimi. Bernardo Silva. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Cruyff. Gerrard. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Georgia will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Galatasaray kick off the second half. Oh, well measured. Good ball, good take. In it comes. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Serginho. Distributed tidily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The muscular approach does pay off here. Cruyff. Mbappe. Big chance! And he can clear it away. Swung over. Kvaratskhelia, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work.
Could be danger. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Galatasaray! And they get themselves in front! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that is... Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Georgia really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Zanetti does well to get it back. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So we have movement on both benches. That could spell trouble.
Mbappe.
He's found a way through.
20,
Now, can they get him away?
Number 21, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field.
Over to the right flank.
Number 6,
Looking for the run.
Number 9, Mamouche. Number
Georgia
18,
really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's having a shot! And that is headed for the middle. Berbatov, that is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta, Conte. Oh, that's a fine interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the counter is on. Georgia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Schneider. And he's worked it through. Araujo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Doku. Zanetti gets a foot in here. And here's Doku. Zanetti wins the duel this time. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Azar. And here's Doku. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doku stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's goal side.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And Mamouche!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. He is through here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Well, they could break here. Schneider going forward. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Kante. That has not gone well.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Great vision. Now it's Berbatov. Georgia needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Robertson with the clearance. That has been slung wide. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Georgia perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their effort... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for? David Villa! Cruyff. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, this looks sharp. Gives it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Kvaratskhelia, an instinctive delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Villa. He won't be happy with that one. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe is herring after that one. Serginho. And Kvaratskhelia sends it crossfield. Bernardo Silva has it out wide and in space. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Albert Ferrer stood up well to him there. Now, can they get him away? Still goalless. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri, Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's going for goal! Bernardo Silva with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen. Georgia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And he's quick to return it. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva delivers. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Could move up a gear here. And he's being shifted off it. No way through. And he's picked out the run. He's free, he has got space. And that is well cleared. And they've got a throw. And it's Rodri. Foot in. Haaland going forward. And it's been shipped out wide. Looking tidy in possession here. Conte. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hakimi. Serginho. Looking for the run. Hakimi. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. Clipped into space. Sanchez tries to clear. Short changes him with that pass. Takes the shot! Now he's off and running. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Quality ball. And it's Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there. Always onto this. There's the shot! Sensational from David Villa!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody.
Georgia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
For one of our fan club members.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Bernardo
Gets us
Silva.
going once more.
Coming on to replace him.
Georgia really
number
need to bring up their
18,
intensity and
Jamal.
rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned.
Shot, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Albert Ferrer wins the duel this time. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Georgia come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Conte. Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Georgia still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Great vision. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hakimi. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, it's a nice idea. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Wriggles his way through. Rodri tries one from range. Magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Rodri.
He has given that the lot.
Rodri.
Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Georgia restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Hakimi. Just eases him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's going wide left. Oh, such a clever touch. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2, then. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Tries a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Has a look and plays it forward. That's destined for the flank. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Keller. Number 21.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Coming on the field, number 6, Doku. Number 11.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
15,
Willing running on one side,
Substitution.
not in defence on the other. Kane touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Looks a good ball through. Havertz. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Yamal, he's got away. Has crossed into the middle. Just 5 minutes left. Serginho, Kane, and the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
He has found the way through. He has a look up. And a chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Now it's Kane. Now he's got space here. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. No, that's been intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Cruyff. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Grimaldo with a fine tackle. Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short. Araujo. Van Dijk. Hakimi. This is a promising build-up. Hakimi wants to run onto this. And it's Serginho. That pass has been well intercepted. Serginho, great defending, strong and determined. That pass isn't the best. Now the cross, punched away. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Looking for a runner, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Yamal, there's the shot! Cruyff. And that is a little undercooked. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's a pretty loose pass. He's looking wide. And it's Cruyff. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Shevchenko. Cruyff aims beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Kvaratskhelia! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Number 27, Serginho.
Georgia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gets his head on it! And he's there to get it away. And he's being shifted off it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Araujo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Matheus Cunha.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Floated through. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nicely shaped ball. Defending was strong and firm. Spread to the right. Van Dijk. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in. Bernardo Silva has the space to scheme. And that has been cleared. Matheus Cunha. Driven in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
There will be 1
Cafu.
minute added time.
And that has left him in a heap. Right, Shevchenko. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Georgia leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the move...
And the shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
A long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe, played out to the left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Georgia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schlotterbeck clears without hesitation. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose! In one's... He leaps for it! Grimaldo clears it away. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Flings it across. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Yamal. Cafu. Cafu. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Georgia choosing to make the first change.
Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Number 4, Mbappe.
Wirtz, he's picked his way through. Georgia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, robust challenge. Yamal. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That has been slung wide. Can he get it through? Cunha finding himself in space. And that is expertly dealt with. And that's going right the way across. Nice looking ball. And it's made its way to him. Cruyff.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Doku unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Marmouche played with finesse. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Rodri. He's having a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That's destined for the flank. Cunha picks it up out wide. He is through here! Cruyff cuts it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Marmouche chasing after it. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. Good read, needed to be. Hungary are looking to go forward now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yamal, 2 minutes to be added on. Yamal, and this is Shevchenko, just eases him off the ball. Serginho, that's an imaginative pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. That's at the end. Georgia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clear. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
He's going for goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Ball's gone out of play. Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, super ball. Greenwood is onto this. Nicely spread. And they're quick to get it back. Shot, surely! And again! Goal! Galatasaray! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Georgia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Goes for a shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kvaratskhelia making good progress. Oh, nice touch.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. That's a cute ball. And it's Serginho. Bernardo Silva gets into a good position. Played in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Kvaratskhelia is fouled. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Cruyff looking to play it into the box. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Greenwood. Galatasaray ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's a good ball out wide. Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. And the finish! No, just not quite. Corner number 2 then. He's having a hit! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And there's a goal! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, He was being very...
Mbappe! Deftly away. And he's being shifted off it. De Gea getting this one clear. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Ball is over the line. And it's Cruyff. Rodri. And this is Cruyff. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Nicely shaped ball. Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That has been cut short. Georgia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Cruyff. And Cruyff! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Probing pass. Rodri. That is good progress on the left. Cruyff. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vardiol. Can he get it through?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Greenwood. Chance for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Skillfully cut out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Georgia have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Georgia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second half is up and running. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he cuts out the supply. Serginho, played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia, he's found a way through. He slings it in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And smartly reclaimed.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Rodri. Close. Can he finish? Missed by a fraction. Well, that looks a decent ball. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Picked out Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And he skips past his man. Greenwood looking to add to his goal. Vardiol. Tries to get it clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Caicedo. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's put paid to the danger. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Threads one in. Araujo has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And he plays one through. Oh, he's burst through! Kane had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Substitution.
Georgia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Played out towards the right wing. So what can they make of this? Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Hakimi. And that's a good ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's having a good look here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Cruyff! Cross to the back post. Keeper's dealt with that. Can he finish? And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Spread it left. Serginho. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. Doku tries a cross. That's not going far. Rafinha. Now it's Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Vardiol. We are into overtime. Cruyff. Great vision. Spread neatly. And he's there to get it away. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Serginho taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Well, Bojan Krkić set a number of goal-scoring records in his youth, and you can still see in him the qualities that made him such a phenomenon at that level.
Adaptability and pace, those are the qualities, Peter. He doesn't have the physique of a traditional striker, so it's all about playing across the front line, switching position.
He's going for goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bojan Krkić will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Araujo. Vardiol. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Cross in, looks like a good one. Henderson deals with that, nice and simple. And it's been given away. He is through here. Chance, surely! It's in! And we have liftoff! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
15 minutes is number 4, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Kylian Mbappe.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Vardiol. Georgia currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Totti. Now it's Goulet. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, perfectly measured that. This looks promising. And here's Totti. Cruyff. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rodri. And it's Cruyff. Distributed tidily. Bernardo Silva gets into a good position. Locatelli. Silvestre. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Bernardo Silva. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Bojan. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Strokes it back. It's a searching pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff, he's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has to go back here. Can he finish? Tries to play it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. And this is Bojan. And the shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Mbappe. Locatelli. And here's Bojan. Rodri wins the duel this time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Played into the towering header. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He has found a way through. Kvaratskhelia! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And a chance! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going...
And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Georgia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Bojan. Oh no, this does not look good. Tries a shot! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
Leipzig have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Locatelli. Totti looking to receive it in space. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Goulet. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? That is ended up in no man's land. Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? Cross flung in towards the middle.
Georgia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Silvestre simply refused to be outdone there. That's beautifully weighted. Shot could be on. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Zanetti. Albert Ferrer. And it's Zanetti. And here's Goulet.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Big chance! And that's a good finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Mbappe.
So again, we have parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's...
And the shot!
Number 21.
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Number 10, Messi. Number 11.
Leipzig are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bojan. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Bojan. Rodri. Serginho. Doku picks it up out wide. Great chance! And he's there to clear it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Bojan.
There will be 3 minutes
Conte.
added time.
Azar. Ambitious ball here. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Marmouche with the cross. Oh, well played. Goulet. Antonetti. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Arda Goulet. Oh, and he shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? So that's it. It is all over. Georgia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Cafu finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, what I like most about this fellow, Peter, is the way that he uses his pace to transfer.
And the shot! No, just over.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Belletti. Now, can they get him away? Not a hint of offside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He is through here. Rodri. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Goes looking wide. Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé with the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pelé. Knocks it into space. Pelé! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Georgia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Really fierce, close defending. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Guti.
Georgia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's got away. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Decent hit from there. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mbappe. Guti.
Bayer Leverkusen definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is real chance! Van Dijk gets it clear. Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves.
Shapes to shoot! Batistuta. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Pele.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with. That has been slung wide. Araujo. Swung over. Out of play for a throw. And he's only too happy to take that back. Conte driving on and making good progress. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to.
Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bernardo Silva. Cafu. Georgia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That'll be a throw. And it's Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! He doesn't look too happy with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Serginho. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Guti. And this is Batistuta. So no flag here. Rodri. Over to the right flank. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's Gerrard!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. That's the end of the first 45. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Kurt Keller. Number 20.
So the action resumes.
Silva.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Substitution.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rodgers. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Mbappe. And it's played in. Keeper's dealt with that. No, that's been intercepted. This is a promising build-up. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He leaps for it! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. And he's managed to gift it back.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Georgia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's managed to get free. Azar with the delivery. Pepe can get it clear. Guti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Batistuta.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Bayer Leverkusen have got it back and they'll have another go. Lofted in, punched away. Space for him to turn and look. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Serginho, somewhat off target. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross needs... There's the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So we have movement on both
Mbappe.
benches.
Coming on the field is number 9.
And he's gone searching cross-field.
Substitution in progress.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Beckham. Chance here to counter. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Hazard. Hazard venturing down the left. Beckham. And it's Maradona. Maradona. And this is Maradona. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bayer Leverkusen find a position of real strength now. And here's Marmouche. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries a shot! Oh, brilliant save.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Threads one in. That looks a cracking ball. It's Adriano! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
There will be 3 minutes
Bayer
at a time.
Leverkusen are having a ball here. Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's gone looking for safety. That's that, the end. Georgia cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at times.